expect them to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country.
There he goes! He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up the first set of downs. And the ball is moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play, getting the first down.
Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They proved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the catch. They're on the board first here in the season opener. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks offense headed on to the field. Now we'll first look at them today. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film. They're going to come out, they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy right. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We need some confidence, we need some good mojo. First drive, we need something like that to happen early, so we can forget about that last week.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. What a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Ducks will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets away from one. He's got space. Racing to the left. Tennessee. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, which is second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they pull it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. Neyland Stadium alive and covering the orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Caught behind the line. It's Robertson. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Vols send out the punt unit. He's got it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run play action. Throws to the line. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. The roar on the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. Seven. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a good job. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The RPO.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more on that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to click and click and click until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Caught in the backfield. Sims. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They're working that left side. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Big third down here, they need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ducks.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer. Right in the breadbasket. Nice play. Nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the district. Gentlemen,
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Robeson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Loss of 4. Brings up third down.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He knows man on the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke through the uprights.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17. It's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go. You do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first. And they saw something they liked because here they come, right back on the ball, running on the deep.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes back again.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Fires to the tight end. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. The Ducks want to move quickly.
It's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Bootleg and rolling out. Wide open downfield. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency, maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots. No doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, just simply got to move.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Rushes on him. On a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of backfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Using his legs, it's Roberson. Got the first down, looking for more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against. Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Bringing the heat.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it can...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have... They got it! It's blocked. He didn't get it, and what a stop of this defense to get the football back.
That time, what a surge right up the middle of the field. They were able to get penetration and block the kick.
To the ground with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have very little success. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Sims. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. It's reverse. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him the finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU escaped with victory. I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He'll do it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Punt is in the air. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Lost a throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down. He dumps in the hurry up. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin his early drive with the turnover.
That's a huge moment here. The first half is the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And a good, solid pickup for the defense cuts him down. A quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Back to throw, time running short in the half. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Under fire. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Oh, the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job.
create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football falling out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Unloads to the right. And leaves it incomplete. Neyland Stadium alive and through the orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time. Another incompletion on third down. And the Ducks line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The bootleg wants to throw it. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Ducks have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They give him the rock again on second and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looking to throw on third and goal. Touchdown Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score. This dude is absolutely taking a flamethrower to this secondary, torching everybody in sight.
So find some something different, right? Like double team him, do whatever it takes to not let that guy beat you. He's just consistently being the one that's destroying you. You got to find a way to make somebody else work, make somebody else beat you.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little roof out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. The RPO, it's complete. They want to get this defense on its heels. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hit, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty. Can make some magic happen.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The offense in hurry-up mode.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Wants to throw again. Works the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Right down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Holds and fires complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try to pop the draw. They'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. From the gun, the ground game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and even on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33.
tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Pulls and throws up the and with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football, be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip into the secondary and make that big play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's gone down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Too much on that one, just out of his reach. Listen to this crowd just shaking the gunners of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, that servant right through his fingers, and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defender. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you have a lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. And make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the balls are on the move. Off play action on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Roberson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. On the ground, it's Roberson.
Continues to do what they do, and they take a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. Everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead up 14 in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 9 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, now about that. I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on for us. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. He's throwing interception of the day. Wouldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! Grabbed in the end zone with good 6 on the board.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to... Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It's a draw. He'll get a fresh set down stop at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they dial up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Fakes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make it.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the Ducks will try to punch it in on first and goal. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Touchdown, Oregon. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Got the first down and more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He has 89 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. They'll run the option. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no yardage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Looking to get in. To the house. Touchdown, Volunteer.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. To the air on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of time to get to that first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers that will lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your ball on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. the Buffaloes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure. And there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's hard. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moving forward just a few. And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They bring the runner onto the field now. First run was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Grab behind the line. It's Dixon. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. And they swarm him under. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Buffaloes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first. Quarterback on the keeper. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by throwing on that ball. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll leave it with him. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this. That QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that something.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The play action fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. When you do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy game. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. Take those easy, wide open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Runs through the tackle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They're going to ride this running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He'll keep it himself. Nice move. Made him miss it. Oh, he broke out another move. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Lost for fire on second down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit and hit the pick up here. The Bulldogs top of the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, the power run here. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll line up to go for two. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Here's the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working that left side now. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grab in the backfield. It's Hart. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out 1st downs on a penalty. He's in open space downfield. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Unloads quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And as he throws, it's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Slings it downfield. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll give it on the counter. There he goes. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. On the ground, it's Dixon fighting off the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buffaloes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Coming up, 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998.
Looking for a physical attack from the gut.
Oh, that's speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The short hand, it's Dixon. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. to pick up a first down. Snap from the gun on third down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Buffaloes are on the move. He'll keep it himself. He breaks the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle by Henry. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running behind that left side. He's knocked out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Henry. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's good ahead. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll do it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Out of bounds at the 35. Good enough for a first down.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The run from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all time.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hand to the Weinberg. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Aggies with the 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with this scrimmage. Absolutely center cut. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to...
He lets it fly. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start to return inside the spot. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays out. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one. They might easier on this kicker is so important to this team.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Just gets driven into the running back underneath. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
To the air on 1st down. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Back up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got his man. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with third and 4. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Third down play from the gun. Caught close to the marker. It's Reinberg.
That's number 2 on the day. Having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Now an all-important extra point that could almost salt this one away. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Boone. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line of that completion. Fine play action. Into the end zone. And he was going for a touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is good. That'll pull them back to within 6.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the return will be knocked down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They go right back to it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Reinberg. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A&M comes back out with another first down. The give to the back. Nice move there. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to the well. He's got enough for the bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not the performance they were expecting here today, but there were plays to be made on the field. And David, I think moving forward, this team just has to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and when you see it on tape, and your coach has been preaching all camp about the mistakes, but now it's real. Now you got a loss attached to it, but a lot of conference play still ahead, a lot of opportunities to still have a successful season.
Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run play action. Unload Fields to the wideout. He's straight downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yards to the 34-yard line. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Fires to the big fella. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something in.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Utes racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work on this. Be smart. You got to attack the sideline. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Utah! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
At this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go to the air on second and short. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they... losing yardage on that play. The Noles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Utah has the back of the offense coming onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Trying to escape and get it himself. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. The Utes can really attack on this second and short. Quick release by the QB. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Henry. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Complete to the left. A little more space, opening up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Looking for a crease to the left. Breaks the tackle. Is working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Knowles moving quickly to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. Here comes the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to
like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking downfield on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got him on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it on first and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. Using the quick game. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working the middle. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He rounds him over the space and turns on the Jets.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now. They're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution. You guys are going to have to do a better job individually, but that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.